What weapons were used in the Vietnam War? Have you ever wondered what kinds of weapons shaped the Vietnam War? This conflict was not just about soldiers and battles. It involved a complex mix of technology, tactics, and culture. Let's take a closer look at the various weapons used during this significant period in history. The Vietnam War featured a diverse array of weapons employed by both the United States and its allies, as well as the North Vietnamese Army and the Viet Cong insurgents. The nature of the war combined conventional warfare with guerrilla tactics, which influenced the types of weapons used. On the ground, small arms played a vital role. The United States and South Vietnamese forces primarily relied on the M16 rifle. This lightweight, selective-fire rifle became a symbol of American military presence. In contrast, the North Vietnamese and Viet Cong often favored the AK-47 assault rifle. This weapon was known for its durability and ease of use in the dense jungle environment. Both sides also utilized pistols, submachine guns, and machine guns for close combat situations. Artillery and heavy weapons were also significant in the conflict. The United States employed howitzers and mortars to provide indirect fire support. The North Vietnamese Army used mortars and captured artillery pieces to disrupt enemy positions. Air power was another critical aspect of the Vietnam War. The United States made extensive use of helicopters for troop transport and as gunships. These helicopters were often armed with machine guns and rockets. Airstrikes using bombs and napalm were common, aimed at destroying enemy supply lines and bases. Additionally, chemical defoliants like Agent Orange were used to clear forest cover, which had lasting effects on agriculture and health in Vietnam. Guerrilla tactics introduced a different dimension to the conflict. The Viet Cong extensively used booby traps, landmines, and improvised explosive devices. These weapons took advantage of local knowledge of the terrain and had significant psychological impacts on enemy forces. The Cu Khai tunnels, a vast network used by the Viet Cong, allowed them to evade superior firepower and conduct surprise attacks. From an anthropological perspective, the weapons used in the Vietnam War were more than just tools of combat. They influenced social structures and cultural practices within Vietnamese society. The widespread use of booby traps and guerrilla tactics reflected the Viet Cong's adaptation to their environment and their resistance to technologically superior forces. The introduction of chemical weapons and aerial bombardment disrupted traditional ways of life, leading to long-term social and environmental consequences. The United States military also employed psychological warfare, manipulating local beliefs and fears to achieve military objectives. Understanding the types of weapons used in the Vietnam War helps explain the nature of this complex conflict. The legacy of unexploded ordnance and environmental damage continues to impact Vietnamese society today. The combination of modern military technology and traditional guerrilla tactics played a central role in shaping both the military and cultural dimensions of the Vietnam War.